Hello, this is Susan of the North, also known as Susan Hintz-Epstein, with the Rune overview, the weekly Rune overview for the week of the 15th of September into the 21st of September. The rune for Sunday the 15th is Dégage. This rune is the breakthrough. This is a epiphany, a coming to consciousness in one form or another, whatever that is for you. This is leaving. Last week, we had the last rune as Gabo, and Gabo is about partnership and exchange of gifts. And whatever the interchange was for you last week, if this reading finds you, Deyage is the breakthrough, the epiphany that came out of the experience you had. This is for Sunday, September 15th. On Monday, the 16th of September, this is Gar. Gar is the rune of Odin's spear. Odin would cast his spear across the enemies on the battlefield in order to collect warriors for Valhalla and to allow the people he favored to win the battle. It's a rune of excellence. It's a rune of not always knowing the outcome. But this is a day to give something your best effort, give it your all. The rune for Tuesday, the 17th of September. This rune is Ior, but the stave or the shape, the symbol, is like the snowflake symbol for Hagalaj. I'm using the Anglo-Saxon Futhark tonight, but I sometimes take the older kennings and add them to the newer kennings. Ior is the river serpent. In the Norse mythology, Odin cast Jormungand, the serpent, the Midgard serpent, into the waters around Midgard to guard Midgard. There is an analogy between the sleeping serpent and consciousness. If you draw the analogy with Kundalini that rises up our spine, if we are diligent about our processes of meditation, and the serpent as the ancient symbol of regeneration and healing. When the serpent is asleep in us and we are asleep, we don't really have an objective consciousness. We just are patterned by our programming, our conditioning, by those things that have happened to us, how we felt about it, and how we now habitually think about it. However, when you awaken, when the Kundalini has arisen all the way up your spine and into your mind, your intellect and your emotions are now able to act in harmony. You're not a victim of your conditioning anymore. This is about waking up. This is about the ascension process. This is also about Sunday's rune, Deyage, coming into an awakened state. An awakened state is a state where you can begin to understand what you need to do for your own healing, to shed the skins of the past and to step up into your full capacity as a human being. The rune for Wednesday, Odin's Day, is Sowilo. This is the rune of the lightning bolt. This is the rune of the sunshine. This is the rune of victory, success, accomplishment. Whatever has arisen for you during the previous days, this is a very good rune to have it follow up. You will be on top of the day. You will be on top of the world. You will be on top of your own labor. The rune for Thursday, this is Year. This is the rune of the archer, the artist, those who are able to focus with great concentration on what they need to accomplish. If you're an archer, you may be taking down a deer for your next meal, and you need to focus on that shot so that you have the food for your larder against the cold of winter. If you're an artist, a painting, I know because I also am an artist, can be all consuming and you don't want to put down that brush for anything. You just want to work on that painting. It's a process that you are lost in, and it's creative and it's fun and it's driven by fire. It's just so many things, inspiration. So this is the rune for Thursday. What is inspiring you to put that kind of effort out? On Friday, we have the rune Stan. I often interpret Stan as a foundation. I think of the stone walls, it means stone. I think of stone walls that keep the livestock in. I think of stone foundations on old houses. I think of stone foundations around wells. And if you notice how similar this rune looks to Perthrow, and Perthrow is the rune of the Norns who live at the well under Yggdrasil, the tree of life, and they water the tree from there. So for you to have a meaningful life and a full life, how is it you're building your foundation? Now, the last rune of the week for Saturday is Hagalaj. Hagalaj is about sudden change. It's about the seed crystal, new beginnings. Sudden change can bring with it a lot of turmoil as we are pressed into leaving our comfort zones. But it's also a rune of opportunity. Despite the turmoil of sudden changes, if we grasp opportunity with radical acceptance, the process will go much more quickly and much more smoothly than if we go through it kicking and screaming. So this is Susan Hintz-Epstein with the rune overview for the week of September 15th to September 21st. Now, I have a couple bits of exciting news coming up. We are doing a psychic fair and craft fair in Gilboa, New York tomorrow, or on the 15th. You'll get this today. It'll be the 15th. Sometimes I record this a day before. And I'm just really excited about all the talented psychics who are coming together to present this work. And there's going to be booksellers and people talking about that. And there's exciting vendors. And it's just one of a kind, fun stuff to take in. And I just wanted to promote one more thing, excuse me. If you like the rune readings, if you want to learn more about the runes, this is my book, Rune Play. Susan Hintz-Epstein, I'm the author. Tools for Spiritual Evolution and Transformation. I've written the book from the basis of the question, do you know who you are? So many of us don't. You know, conditioning mindset gets in the way of it. But this book is intended to help you utilize the runes as a path of conscious awakening. So I invite you to try it. If there's ever a rune you don't know, and I happen to open to the questions that I posed under Menage, the rune of humanity, how well do I know myself? How well do I know my capacity? List areas of development and underdevelopment. What are 20 of my positive attributes? What are 20 of my shadowy attributes? So it's really intended to be a workbook for your arising, your awakening, your coming into conscious being. So I will close now. I'm Susan of the North, and this has been the weekly overview for September 15th to September 21st.